Learning is the ilu Nishmas Etta Ahuva bas Yaakov. Masechus Nedarim Perek Ches Mishna Hey. Ad hageshamim ad shiyu hageshamim. If he uses one of those two lashonos, he says ad hageshamim or ad shiyu hageshamim. So it has to do with the rain. He's telling he's being told his isser of what he's answering until the rain comes. So there's a machlokes. Tanakama says ad shetered Reviyah Shniya. It actually has to come down rain in the Reviyah Shniya, which we'll explain what Reviyah Shniya is in a second. Just the time has to come. The Reviyah Shniya has to come, but it doesn't actually have to rain. And once that time comes, then he's mutter. So what is this time of Reviyah Shniya? So a Reviyah means a period of time that the rain comes. There's 3 Reviyahs in the beginning of the rain season. And it's actually a machlokes Tanoim when the first day start, the first Reviyah starts, second Reviyah, and the third Reviyah. So it's a 3 machlokes. Our mayor says it's Gimel, Zayin, and Chav Gimel Marchashvin. Reb Yehuda says it's Zayin, Yud Zayin, and Chav Gimel Marchashin. And Reb Yosi holds it's Yud Zayin, Chav Gimel, and Rish Chodesh Kislev. So assuming we're going in the middle Shita, then Yud Zayin Marchashvin would be Reviyah Shniya. So the Tanakama holds it has to rain and it has to be Reviyah Shniya, and then you become mutter. And Rishon Gamliel says, no, as long as Yud Zayin Marchashvin happens, after that time, you're already mutter. The Gemara says that the machlokes is only if you use the word geshamim, but if he said the word geshem, then there's no machlokes. According to the first pshat in the Ran, the reasoning is because if he said geshem, kuliyama holds that it's totally on the zman. It doesn't actually have to rain. The Tanakama over here that was saying that it actually has to rain, it was from the fact he didn't say the word geshem, rather he added on, and he said geshamim, is he's coming to add on to say dafka if it actually rains then also. The Mishnah continues, Ad sheyifsaku geshamim, until the rain stops. So then, Ad sheyetze nisan kuloi diver ameir. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Ad sheyaver Pesach. So machlokes, Meir says until the end of Nisan. Rabbi Yehuda says until the end of Pesach. Next case in the Mishnah, Koinim yayin she'ini toyim hashana. If he says, I'm not going to drink wine, I'm not going to taste wine this year, nis abra hashana aser ba ubi ibura. He will be aser even in the month of the extra Adar. Let's say he says Ad Rosh Chodesh, Ad Rosh Adar. If he says until the beginning of Adar, so which Adar is he referring to? Zok the Mishnah Ad Rosh Adar Rishon. He means until Adar Rishon. Ad Soif Adar. If he says until the end of Adar, then he means to say Ad Soif Adar Rishon, until the end of Adar Rishon. So the Gemara actually brings a machlokes or Meir and Rabbi Yehuda. If Adar Stam, Meir says is referring to Adar Sheni, and it's only Rabbi Yehuda Shita that sounds like is like our Mishnah, that Stam Adar is Adar Rishon. But the Gemara says that could be even Rameir is going to be masking in our Mishnah that's referring to Adar Rishon, because it's talking about that they didn't know yet that they were going to be Ma'aber the year, so then Avada he meant Adar Rishon. Just one other nekuda in this, when it says Ad Soif Adar, until the end of Adar, we say Ad Soif Adar Rishon. Over there's a girsa in the Gemara that everyone would hold that it means until the end of Adar Sheni, because when there's 2 Adars, it's like Kechodesh Echad, it's like one long month. L'maisa, we paskin like Rabbi Yehuda, or Meir Rabbi Yehuda, that Stam Adar is Adar Rishon and has other implications as well. The Mishnah continues, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, if someone says that I'm not going to taste wine until Pesach, then Eina Osar Alel Pesach. So he's arguing on what we said before we weren't going into his thoughts, but Rabbi Yehuda says, no, we look into what he was thinking. If someone was asering himself until Pesach, obviously he wanted to drink wine on Pesach. As the mission continues, he has a chiyuv to drink the daled kosos of wine on Pesach, and therefore, of course, he didn't want to aser himself on Pesach. He only wanted to aser himself on wine until Pesach started. The Tanakama said that no, we don't look into what he's saying, and therefore, if he says Ad sheyehea Pesach, it means until the end of Pesach. Mishnah Vav. Omar koinem basar she'eni toyim ad she'hat tzayim. Very similar to the last case, but over here he says, I'm not going to drink meat until the tzayim, which is referring to Yom Kippur, is eina asar el ad leil tzayim. He only means until the Erev Yom Kippur, because on Erev Yom Kippur, there's a mitzvah to eat. Shaloin eskaven zeh el ad shederech b'nei adam lechol basar, and since there's a mitzvah to eat meat on Erev Pesach, he wanted that should be mutter. Rabbi Yosi b'noi Omer, Rabbi Yosi, the son of Rabbi Yehuda, says, Koinem shum she'ini toyim ad shetei Shabbos. If someone says that I'm not going to have garlic until Shabbos, so then Eina Otzer ela ad leil Shabbos, but on Shabbos itself, of course, we go into his intention to say that he did want to eat the garlic on Shabbos, like we learned earlier in Perek Gimel Mishna Vav, that Ezra was misakin to have garlic Friday night. So so of course that was his intention. Kitzur Maisis, in 3 cases over here, the Tiferes Yisrael over here sums it up very nicely. There's 3 cases, 1 in the last Mishnah and 2 in this Mishnah. In the last Mishnah was wine, and we say, of course, he wanted to drink wine on Pesach, so his neder wasn't going in that, according to Rabbi Yehuda. In this Mishnah is meat on Erev Yom Kippur. We say, of course, he wanted to start eating the meat on Erev Yom Kippur because it's a mitzvah to have meat on Erev Yom Kippur. And Rabbi Yosi B'nai, the son of Rabbi Yehuda, added garlic also. Of course, he wanted to eat garlic Friday night. So all these 3 are arguing on the Tanakama, and they held that we go Basar's intention, but the summary of the Tiferes Yisrael is that it's loizu afsu. Not only Dalet Kaisis, which is a chiyuv, do we say that we assume that was his das. Also, Achilas Basar and Erev Yom Kippur, which is only a mitzvah. And Rabbi Yosi, the son, is saying not only the Dalet Kaisis, which is a chiyuv, and Achilas Basar and Erev Yom Kippur, which is a mitzvah, even Shum on Friday night, which is a rishus, even on that we go Basar his intention. And the Tanakama argued, there's 2 studim in the Ran. The Ramban says we don't paskin not like Rabbi Yehuda and not like his son Rabbi Yosi. And the Ra'ah says that we do paskin like that.